The Mikoyan MiG-35, Russia's next-generation fighter? Did you know the Mikoyan MiG-35 can track and engage up to 30 airborne targets at once while striking 6 simultaneously? That level of capability places it among the most advanced fourth-generation fighters in the world. But does it really live up to the hype? Join me as I take on the challenge of exploring the MiG-35, Russia's ambitious fighter jet, and discover whether it truly stands out in modern aerial warfare. The MiG-35, designated by NATO as the Fulcrum F, is the latest and most advanced version of the legendary MiG family. The MiG-29, its predecessor, first entered service in the early 1980s as the Soviet Union's answer to the American F-16 Fighting Falcon. Lightweight, agile, and deadly, the MiG-29 became one of the most widely exported fighter jets in the world. But the battlefield has changed dramatically. New stealth fighters, advanced radars, and network-centric warfare dominate the skies today. To keep pace, the Mikoyan Design Bureau needed to evolve the MiG line into something more advanced, more versatile, and more affordable. The result was the MiG-35, first revealed to the public in 2007 and later officially introduced to the Russian Air Force in 2017. The problem: modern warfare challenges. In the 21st century, fighter jets face daunting challenges. Advanced surface-to-air missile systems like the American Patriot or the Russian S-400 can detect and strike aircraft at long distances. Enemy fighters now come equipped with stealth coatings, AESA radars, and precision-guided weapons. On top of that, nations around the world demand aircraft that are affordable, easy to maintain, and capable of performing multiple missions. This is the environment in which the MiG-35 was designed to operate. A cost-effective, multi-role platform that could hold its own against both Western and Eastern rivals. Development history. The story of the MiG-35 begins in the late 1990s and early 2000s, when Russia was struggling economically. Heavy fighters like the Sukhoi Su-27 and Su-30 dominated the export market, while Mikoyan, once the Soviet Union's most famous aircraft designer, was falling behind. To regain relevance, Mikoyan began developing an advanced version of the MiG-29, first called the MiG-29M and MiG-29K, which eventually evolved into the MiG-35. By the mid-2000s, the MiG-35 was marketed as a competitor to Western jets, such as the Eurofighter Typhoon and the American F-16 Block 70. Its official debut came at the 2007 MAX Air Show, where it wowed audiences with breathtaking aerial maneuvers, showing the world that Mikoyan was still in the game. Exploration of features. Now let's break down what makes the MiG-35 special: avionics and radar. At the heart of the MiG-35 is the Zhuk AESA radar. Unlike older mechanically scanned radars, this active electronically scanned array provides faster target acquisition, resistance to jamming, and the two-track dozens of targets at once. Detection ranges exceed 160 kilometers for airborne targets. Cockpit and pilot systems. The MiG-35 features a glass cockpit with large multifunctional displays, a wide-angle HUD, and a helmet-mounted sighting system. This allows the pilot to lock onto a target simply by looking at it. Engines and agility. Powered by two Klimov RD-33MK afterburning turbofans with optional thrust vectoring nozzles, the MiG-35 can execute jaw-dropping post-stall maneuvers, including the famous Cobra and tail slides. This agility makes it one of the best dogfighters in the world. Weapons and payload. The aircraft can carry up to 6.5 tons of weapons across 9 hardpoints. These include R-73 and R-77 air-to-air missiles, precision-guided bombs, anti-ship missiles, and even long-range cruise missiles for ground attack missions. Survivability and stealth enhancements. While not a stealth fighter, the MiG-35 incorporates radar cross-section reduction features, advanced electronic warfare suites, and infrared signature suppression. This makes it harder to detect and more survivable in modern battle conditions. Cost and export potential. One of its biggest advantages is affordability. With an estimated cost of $40 to $50 million per unit, the MiG-35 is far cheaper than Western fifth-generation fighters like the F-35, which can cost more than $100 million per aircraft. Climax. Public performances. The MiG-35's most memorable showcase came at the MAX Air Show in Zhukovsky, Russia. Crowds watched in awe as the jet performed tight loops, controlled flat spins, and other maneuvers impossible for most Western fighters. In 2017, during its presentation to the Russian Ministry of Defense, officials emphasized that the MiG-35 was not only powerful, but also designed with export customers in mind, aiming to rival the American F-16 on the international market. Strategic importance. For Russia, the MiG-35 is more than just another fighter jet. It represents a way to keep the Mikoyan Bureau alive, compete in the lucrative export market, and provide allied nations with a cost-effective alternative to Western aircraft. Countries such as India, Egypt, and Bangladesh have been considered potential buyers, though orders have been limited so far. Its true success will depend on how many nations adopt it in the coming years. The Mikoyan MiG-35 may not carry the full stealth signature of fifth-generation fighters, but it blends agility, advanced avionics, and affordability into a versatile combat aircraft. It's proof that Russia is still innovating in the light fighter category, and for many nations, it could provide the perfect balance between capability and cost. Whether it becomes a major export success or remains a niche aircraft, the MiG-35 has certainly earned its place in the conversation about modern aerial warfare. So what do you think? Can the MiG-35 compete with the likes of the F-35, Rafale, or JAS-39 Gripen? Or is it too little, too late for the MiG brand? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other deep dives into the world's most powerful fighter jets.